Okay, good morning everybody. Welcome to today's Train Sim World 2 live stream. We are on the Arosaline and we're going to have, I kind of manipulated the game. We're going to have some snow, get a bit of a wintry feel, even though it's not quite winter yet. One of the things that with the weather, you can't put snow any time of the year now. It has to be within the months time frame that you would normally get snow. So anyway, let's get in here and get our train set up, get our service going here. Starting a few minutes early because sometimes I start early only because I never know when I'm going to have any kind of problems with the internet. Let's get the master key on. Doors are open. Let's get that to forward. Leave the brakes all the way on. Oops. There we go. Lights as bright as possible. Door shut, so it looks like we've got everybody on board. We have a few minutes to wait, it looks like. I'm going to get the loco brake release. Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, Bex. How are you both? We are on the snowy Arosaline. All right, we are ready to go. Brakes release. There we are. We are underway. So, quick reminder, 9 o'clock we will be on Microsoft Flight Sim. We will be flying the Airbus 320 to Stuttgart to Nice. Yeah, so this was the one, like this was a big kind of deal when it came out, having a wintry scene. You could turn the snow off, obviously. Like if I ran it, given today's month, you know, we're still in August going into September, it would be clear. There would be snow, or it wouldn't give us the option of having snow. So the it was quite a hit when it first came out. So we're gonna go this whole route here. It's a bit of a, we're gonna be climbing up through the mountains. It's very picturesque, but we're gonna be going through a lot of tunnels along the way too. Yeah, really beautiful scenery. I've not been on this route in quite a while. Now the cool thing is, every so often you'll hear the zap of the contacts. Oh, just heard it there. Let's see if it sparks for us. pull into this station here. Yeah, really, really pretty. Oh, you bought Clinchfield. Nice. Yeah, it's a doozy of a route. There's but it's worth it. You'll enjoy it, I think. Just you got to get used to the operating the F7 can be a bit tricky, quite honestly. Alright. Another station right up the road here. So we have a couple stations just here in the Chur area. And then, and I may be pronouncing that wrong. It might be pronounced a different way. And then we'll start getting up into the hills. Well, that's just a go via location. We don't have to worry about stopping there. Yeah, this is another one of those. It's not very fast. Not a very fast route. It's, you know, just kind of fun and relaxing and nice scenery. Wow, a lot of cars there. It's like they're just going around in a circle or something. Alright, so Untersachs line 1 is our next via location. So we're going to go through a couple via locations actually. That tells you how long it's been since I've been on this route. Okay, we got to get on the brakes now because we have a red up ahead. Might change as soon as we go past our via location. There it goes. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. It didn't change. Didn't change the track. Out and go check that real quick. Let's go do that. But it might be an automatic signal. Yeah, I think it's an automatic. Well, it's showing like we... I just want to make sure. Because it seems like... Okay, it looks like it... Well, maybe it did switch. It's hard to tell. On the map, it doesn't look like it switched. Better to be safe than sorry. We're good. All right. go. We just stick it in notch 3 and we just cruise along now. I can sit here and enjoy my coffee while the train drives. So, Patrick, what prompted you to take a chance on Clinchfield, if I may be so bold to ask? Oh, good. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Well, it is very picturesque. That's, you know, one of the things about some of these routes, they are very scenic. Oh, we get to ride outside. Look at this. You know, you get these nice arches, these old stone sort of walls and tunnels, and yeah, you just can't beat that. Like, I mean, I guess you could, but it's just not the same. You know, it's something about that you can ride on a line like this. Hey, Josh, welcome. How are you? Long time no see. Hope you're well. Remember that whistle was... That's the horn, but... Oh, it doesn't have a tone. You just have the one tone. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're just going to keep climbing up the hill, the mountain here. And eventually we'll stop at a station. We have another VIA location coming up. Oh, well, nothing wrong with that. It's good to be busy. Passes the time. I don't think I've seen you even in Joe streams very often lately either. Just heading up the hill here. Now, this line already looked good, I think, even prior to the update, but it looks really, it looks its usual phenomenal self, you know. And remember when it came out, there was a big to-do about the number of trees. Like, people were fussing, I think it was more the PC players than anybody else, were fussing about the lack of forestry in the area here. But I don't know, I still think it all looks good. The shading's a little off though, like that just looks like a negative instead of, you know, like a, like I get that maybe that's supposed to be like a shaded sort of area on this mountain, but it just doesn't look very, it's almost like a black and white film negative, you know, being held up to the light. But that's okay. I think if Mr. Adams pops in for a moment, he'll see what we're doing and he'll leave right away, because I know he does not. He used to get so fussy about the horn when people would stream this route. I don't know, I like it because it sounds different, you know. And it's cool that the pantograph moves up and down, you know, as we go through areas. Like it kind of, you'll see it squat here, possibly. As we go into this, yep, look at that, zoom. And it'll go right back up once we get out of the tunnel. Okay, looks like we have a red up there. So we are going to go ahead and kind of get off the throttle here so we can start slowing down, because we could easily, we don't want to run a signal. Let's see, is this a green light? No, it does not. Okay, so must be a train coming down. Alright, here, so we try to clear off that track back there. I think we were cleared. Yeah. Is there a train coming? See one, so why would we have a red light? Oh, it just pulled into the station there. Let's see. Nope, we have to sit here and wait, looks like. We'll take a look in the so you get these nice passenger cars. Oops, trying to get over there close by the, look in the window. This is their first class sort of area, I do believe. Maybe not. Oh, check this out. So they have a whole car dedicated for bicyclers. You put your bicycle in this area, and then you can go find your seat. So yeah, you got second class, second, then first. Just this little area right here, that's for your first class passengers. I don't really see much difference, although these chairs maybe look a little bit more comfortable than the ones here. These look the whole ironing board thing, but these look a little bit more comfortable, not gonna lie. I guess it's gonna make us wait until that train comes all the way down, which is quite a journey. Okay, it just left there. So that's our next via location there. So yeah, we're gonna wait for this other train to pass. Now, sometimes on some of the services, it may include a car that's got logs on it, and you bring those to all the way up, or you might drop it off somewhere. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, it's just a neat little route. I don't think this isn't technically a station. I don't think. I think this is just a stop point if you got a train coming down the hill, basically. Where is it at now? It's still making its way. It's there. So yeah, it's still got a bit of distance to cover, but that's okay. We're just gonna sit here and chill. Yeah, it's very picturesque. Yeah, bike car. Get a look in there. Got that whole space for bikes, and you hang them up from by the wheel there. You don't lean them. So you got space there, and you got all along here in this side. And then you find your seat after you put your bike up. If you oh, and it's got toilets on there too. You got a little area for water closet there. You got a loo on board. I think all the yeah, they all have a loo. That's pretty awesome. Now the only thing, you know what? Let's go take a look. I think we can walk into the. Well, you can't walk all the way in the. I guess this is what they call the engine room, but this is just. It's all the electronics back here, or electrical system. So you can't really see the engine per se. You do have. You can roll down the windows. Of course. Yeah. This is, you know, kind of a very sparse cabin, I guess. But yeah, there's only the one door over there to get in and get out of the driver's cab. Oh, you can put the engine room lights on in there. Yeah, well, this was kind of unexpected. Where's it at now? Oh, there it is, right there. Alright, we should be back underway here in a moment. There's the dashboard. Wiper controls. So this is another one with the wheel sort of thing. You can put some sand down if you need to for traction. There's the announcer mic for stations. What else we got here? Well, that's the sun visor. Oh, look at that. It's up out of the way. You can manually move the wiper if necessary. Alright, we should be underway in a moment. Alright, here we go. That wasn't too bad of a wait. Oh, look at these nice rocks here with the snow. Looks good. So we're going to go past Luin Castile. Trying to remember my pronunciations with the umlaut. Ah, there he is. Hello, Bixter. How are you? Hopefully you've got your latte and stroop waffle at hand. We just had a little stopover waiting for a train to come down the hill. So as Bex pointed out, we just had a nice little, kind of looked around, looked at the passenger cars a little bit. We're just making our way. Our next stop is at East Platform 2. Ooh, that wasn't good. Kind of bounced us around there. It's okay, we just go back in the cabin and come right back out. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their Thursday morning, nearly afternoon in the UK. Got the sun coming up over the mountain there. Look at that, we're just zipping along at 32 kilometers an hour up a 6% uphill grade. That's just amazing. You know, you'd think, because normally in most situations we struggle, it seems like, you know, the power would just suddenly drop, you know, so... Yeah, we're just zipping right along here. Keep an eye out for those red signals so we don't create a situation where we disregard the signals. by accident. Or on purpose. In some cases, some people like to... Oh, well thank you, Mick. Yeah, I thought you would appreciate that, a little cheeky flight on the southern part of the UK. I did look, I found the Dover Cliffs, and so next week I'm going to, when on the 1st, I'm going to get the Spitfire, and I'm going to try. It's, you know, the crazy part, well, the reality is that we don't have autopilot in the I gotta maintain some speed. Oh no. There we go. There won't be any sort of autopilot or anything, so it's going to be really true, you know, flying by the seat of our pants. But I'm going to try to find a field that allows us to take off, go past, we'll go around the Dover Cliffs, and then we'll go across to towards the coast of where the landings were for World War II, for D-Day. Okay. Oh, we got a green light. Perfect. So yeah, we're going to try to do that. It'll be like a morning flight. Well, I'm going to try to make it a morning flight if possible. But, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oh, that looked like some kind of a weird growth in the tunnel there. Alright, so yeah, we're going to be late to Heist. Yeah, I figured that would be... I know the Spitfire is a very... It's famous. It's very British sort of thing. The Battle of Britain. I think it'd just be kind of a cool thing to do in the game. Or in the flight sim. I say game like it's like I'm playing Monopoly or something. It'd be a cool thing to do in Microsoft Flight Sim. The only thing that I'm a bit kind of unsure about is the takeoff and landing. So I may have to practice, but we'll try our best and see how we do. We're just going to kind of wing it, so to speak, no pun intended, and see how we get on. Yeah, I think that would be kind of a cool thing to do. So look, we are already here. We're almost close to halfway into our service. Yeah, it's been pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to do that. It may not be, I'll buy the plane on the 1st. I may need to kind of just practice with it a little bit. And then maybe we'll do the flight on the 2nd of September. So yeah, we'll give that a go. See how it goes. But yeah, we'll try to fly over the cliffs of Dover, loop around those, just check that out from the air as much as possible. And then it's got a really weird golden haze down there. I don't know if that's from the sun coming up and maybe there's just some fog down there or something. I don't know. So, yeah, I think that would be a pretty cool thing to do. So our final destination is here. The station right there. So yeah, it should be good. We're cooking right along. But yeah, I figured that would be like the, you know, if we flew it in the 152 or the 172, I just don't think it would have the same sort of impact as flying a Spitfire would, I think. But I also got to research you know, where could I head towards a town that, you know, when I get a head, or I can pick up a heading that takes us towards the, you know, the beaches of Normandy. Well, not beaches in the beaches of Spain, for instance, but the, you know, the landing site of D-Day and all that. Or if somebody could tell me where British forces landed predominantly, if they know which town they kind of headed towards. Then, or where they may have had an idea they wanted to go here, but because of the ocean currents and or the channel currents and everything may have pushed them, you know, in a different direction. So yeah, if anybody knows, somebody could put that in the chat, and then I can kind of plan that out at some point. Probably going to be late, partially because we stopped for so long, and then also I had to. There was a bit of a question about a. Oh, I got that looping sound now. Ugh. Whether or not we had the ability to go through, because it didn't change the whatchamacallit didn't change the you know, the switch hadn't changed, so I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to go or not. So yeah, if anybody could put that in, I'd greatly appreciate that. And then that way I have a point of reference that will kind of follow where the British forces went on D-Day. So far all the way through. Juno, okay, Juno Beach. Yeah, because I remember it was, and I probably remember that from watching The Longest Day, because I think they talked about that. I have to look for like a town that was near there or something to see if it's on. in the game that I can kind of get an idea of which way to head after we go over the cliffs of Dover. Try to maintain our momentum going up the hill here. Our station's right there. Yeah, then maybe I could plug it into my calendar and remind me every year. We'll do like an annual D-Day flight. Kind of a quick story time. So when I was in Germany, every D-Day we did a battalion run. So you had maybe 600 or so people running at the same time, which is not fun. Trying to keep pace with people with different running abilities and different heights, stuff like that. But so in the week or so leading up to D-Day, the landings at Normandy, the junior officers would they would go on a trip. They would go to Normandy, and then they would basically follow or talk about different actions of our unit during World War II. You know, where were they? You know, what was going on at that time? So they were required to kind of do a briefing, so to speak, and then we would have that battalion run. We would go to the theater. We would have an award ceremony, motions, stuff like that. Well, that's a pretty good stop. And then we would have, we'd watch The Longest Day in the theater, and then we would have the rest of the day off. Near a town called, okay. Got it. Let me write that down before I forget. Let's lock the doors before I forget. Okay. I'll see if I can't find that in the game at some point. Alright, let's get the brakes off. Langweiss is next. Away we go. You know, I'm not too bothered by the fact that we're late. You know, normally, and I don't think anybody who would ride this train right now, because of the scenery and, you know, just the atmosphere. Like, you know, if you're going to be fussing about being late in such a beautiful area, there's something wrong with you. But yeah, we would do that, and then we would have, it was like a half day. And I think they always, even if, so let's say June 6th was on a Thursday, they would just move it to the Friday, so we basically have a 2.5 day weekend. And, you know, it was only made worse if by chance you were on the duty roster, so you didn't really get to enjoy your full 2.5 day weekend. But yeah, I always remember that. It was, you know, it was interesting because, you know, they really instilled the history of the organization. They talked about, you know, there was that sense of connection, you know, and it wasn't kind of like in the rah-rah sense like it was when I was in 3rd Infantry Division. Audie Murphy, blah, 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 Audie Murphy, you know, who was the most decorated, one of the most decorated soldiers in World War II. But you know, they just gave you that connection of service, you know, World War II service all the way through when we were there in Germany at the tail end of the Cold War. Why would you not enjoy this train? Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, some people, you know, people get fussy about the fact that we're late. I wouldn't be fussing. I'd be like, man, this is a nice ride, you know, more scenery. The only thing would be is if you're trying to get somewhere within a certain amount of time to, you know, because you're trying to maybe take a picture of the area, and you got the light is, you know, perfect at this particular time, but, you know, that's why you go the day before, stay at a hotel, then you get up the next day and go take your photo. There's the looping sound. That is not good. Oh, that's annoying. In fact, let me just pause the game real quick and see if that... Nope, that doesn't change anything. It's worse outside. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's coming from like right there. That's strange. Yeah, they need to fix that. We had, at one point, looked like we had like 5 people in here before I could say hello or whatever. They all disappeared. Didn't even leave a thumbs up. So I don't know if people are just surfing through videos or live streams or what. No, it's not yours, Mick. It's the, there's just this looping sound out here. Yeah, it's not clearing out for whatever reason. It's just, yeah, it makes it hard to kind of train surf and show all the scenery because it's annoying. Yeah, that's really, really bad. Alright, I guess we're just gonna have to... We'll train surf as we come into the station. It's not so bad inside the cab, but outside it's just terrible. Matter of fact, let's put the window up and see if that... Nope, that doesn't block anything. It's coming from the engine room behind us. No. Might get a little buffering. Might have to, before we go flying, I might have to reboot my, unplug the router and plug it back in and see if that clears it up. Alright, Lane Vice is coming up. Alright, now it's gone. Okay. That's not so bad now. For some reason, when you're at 30, 35 kilometers an hour, it's like really bad. That'll do. All right. Now they had this thing. You were supposed to open this, and then you were supposed to, I guess it's part, it's supposed to make the switch for you. I think it's already set. We just have to wait for the green light. I think because people were having a tough time remembering all that. Let's see if we get a green light once the doors are closed. Oops, I opened. There we go. Opened the wrong side. I meant to close the left and I opened the right. Next. I believe that's how that's pronounced. There you go. There's Mick's little cabin right out there. Look at that. We call that Mick's. We'll just call that Mick's cabin from now on. Right there. Or maybe it's one of these. Who knows? Hello, Amela. How are you? How are things in NYC today? Yeah, see, now it's starting with the looping again. It really, rivets, I tell you, it kind of feels like they kind of screwed the pooch on this one. I guess that's a light for the clipboard for the driver. Pretty cool, though. I'm okay, thanks. Yeah, just, yeah. Nope. It's not so bad in here. It's a little bit bad out here. Yeah, now it's starting to get worse. So I guess that's another thing they're going to have to... You lot have got some more major storms, right? Yeah, it's coming up soon, it seems like. Yeah. It's coming up from the south and just... So, I mean, in some respects we could use the water, but other times it seems like, okay, where are we going to put the water? You know? So, I'm curious to see how fast the river's flowing on Monday. I got an appointment at 11 o'clock on Monday, so downtown. And then, yeah. So tomorrow, let's see, what are we going to do tomorrow on Train Symbol 2? How about... Let's do... do Northern Trim. Let's do... we'll find something to do on Maybe Tees Valley Line. Yeah, we'll find a service to do on Tees Valley Line. Now, see, that's the tricky part about this route, is that the it seemed like the station's closer, but it's, you got to zigzag around and then you get to the station. So it's easy to kind of start slowing down a little too early. Another train there waiting for us to arrive so they can depart. There we go. No passenger animation. Like nobody's walked over. Very strange. I don't know. That's kind of odd. And we got a few people standing here. You'd think that they would be walking over. I don't know. I highly doubt this guy would be out here in a t-shirt, but maybe. Because you have crazy people like that. All right. Hospitalgrube is next. Boy, this looping thing is just... Oh, that's our Govia location. Oh, then we're almost into... Nice. Well, the crazy thing is, just when you think you get used to the weather here, it starts to get a bit weird, and then you just don't know what to expect other than, just be prepared for anything, I mean, people who grew up in this area say, yeah, things are mild compared to the past, but they're always saying we're due for one of those really weird sort of weather seasons and all that too. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, once we get into Arosa, we'll be winding up the stream. About an hour and a half we will, or thereabouts, give or take. We will be on the flight sim doing the A320 service. We'll do an actual gate departure and do the do the pushback, start up the engines, taxi out, get our aircraft set up for departure. We'll be on our way. And I'm half tempted. Well, I'm going to fly it with you know, decent weather, but I'd be half tempted to see how the if we have bad weather, how does the game handle? You know, I'm guessing it would tell us to go to different altitudes or, you know, stuff like that. But no, we'll fly with some sunny skies so that when we get over by Nice, we have a nice view coming into the area there, into the airport. Hopefully it'll be nice and scenic. Yeah, prepare. Well, I think people in Seattle would certainly have the same expectation, Mick. A lot of people say it's one of the most. It's a neat city, but it's so depressing because you hardly get a sunny day. It's always cloudy or rainy. You know, like, yeah, but I don't know. But yeah, here it's just been, you know, we've had the rain and then it just gets really muggy and yucky and yeah. You know, you're basically, you got to be in AC all the time because otherwise you're just miserable. You know, and so that's why a lot of people during the summer would go to Walmart and just loiter around Walmart because the AC was on. You know, so they didn't want to leave. So. Yeah. Now they can't really do that. All right, we are almost at Arosa. We're just cutting through these last bit of hills, zigzagging, and then we're going to finally turn and head into the station. Hopefully from Fraser, yeah. Yep, exactly. So, yeah. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed this. Little trip up the Arosa line. Yeah, tomorrow Tees Valley line. We'll figure out something to do there. Something interesting, I'm sure. Kind of make our way around some of the older routes to see how they look with the update. And then we'll figure out continuing our flight there. across the southern part of the United States. We'll go for Lake Charles. We'll make our way over to into Texas and Houston. All right, almost there. We gained a little bit of time back, it looks like. We are. Welcome to Arosa. And that's how we like to end our service. Right on the dot. Ta-da. Look at that. Now, actually, you can walk around. There's some collectibles. Unless they changed it, there was collectibles over on that side of the pond. Yeah, you can actually walk around this area here. And including the little yard here, the maintenance facility and everything. The door is locked. And there we are. How did we do? We got a gold out of that. Nice. Well, that's it. There we are. Ta-da. All right, everybody. I will see you in about an hour and a half, plus or minus, depending on any sort of technical issues. Yeah, that's going to be it. I will see you soon. Microsoft Flight Sim, Airbus 320. Be there. We're gonna have some fun. All right. See you in a little while. All right. Bye.